and officially. All right, happy Tuesday, team. Good to see you guys. We are excited. We have tons of things to talk about. You're going to hear this term come out of my mouth. You've seen it on Kenny's stories, but our team is peaking right now. Despite anything that's going on in our industry, we are against challenges. We are at an intersection and a crossroads in our industry, but no matter what, you guys have truly turned up the notch in production, and I'm excited to talk about that. We'll get into that in a moment. But before I get started, I want to officially introduce some new team members and some new faces on the call. I'm going to go over to Richard. Richard and I had a call last week, and I was like, man, you look super familiar. How do I know you? He's like, I'm Sam's husband. You can call her Sam. I'm Sam's husband. Saw you in Mexico and all this. And I'm like, okay, now I remember you, Richard. So Richard comes to us with an amazing background in sales. His wife is Batsumzeg, who we know is Sam on our team, but he has decided to join forces with us. So Richard, go ahead and introduce yourself. Let us know what market you serve and say hello to your team.
Hello, everybody. My name is Richard Sam. As Elias said, I'm Batsumzeg's husband. I'm excited to join the team. I have a background in sales. I've been in automobile sales for 10 plus years and did some tech software sales. But excited to switch careers and join the team. I'm super pumped.
Awesome. Well, I love to see this, and I love to see what you guys are going to create as a partnership now in business as well, and how you guys support each other moving forward. So congratulations, welcome to the team. David Viner, let's go over to you. David Viner came to us as a referral from one of our friends up in Sacramento. Took him a couple of weeks, but you're here, my man. So let's hear from you. Congratulations and officially welcome to the team.
Thanks, Elias. Yeah, as Elias said, I'm coming from Sacramento. I was originally raised in the Bay, so I'm familiar with the area. I moved out to Fremont, and I got a background in finance, law, and a little bit of military. So now I'm just trying to see what I can do out here in the Bay.
I love it. I love it. He was working partner deals from Sacramento and Hayward, and he's like, hold on a second. I want to be a part of that price point. I want to sell homes that are 750 plus. And so he made the sacrifice and he made the move. And so we're really stoked to have you on this team, and congratulations and thanks for choosing us. Do we have any other first timers that would like to say hello? Give you guys a chance, going once, going twice. Move on. All right, we're going to move on. I'm going to pass it over to the Oracle. And I just want to send a huge shout out to Karina, because we always ask ourselves, are we doing enough to bring the most important information to you guys? And we're always having those types of conversations. And I don't feel anybody in the industry can really compare to how well Karina aligns and provides and illustrates and documents all the things that we need to know to make sure that our asses are covered, your asses are covered, and that we're compliant and we have all the pertinent information. So Karina, super grateful for you. Just want to turn the mic over to you, quick teaching moment, and then we will move on. Let's go.
Thank you. It's been a lot. So I empathize with all of you, and will continue to keep bringing all the updates and updated forms and things to you as they unroll. So this Thursday, we'll talk about this topic a little bit more in depth, which is open house best practices at this point in time. So this will cover kind of what your clients will be seeing out there, what you as hosting agent should be doing, touching on that new CAR open house visitor form. If they did a really good job of summarizing what the host agent is doing, and that, if your buyers are out there at these open houses, they really need to be disclosing that they are working with you, right? You want, that to be tracked. Potential buyers don't have to sign a BRBC to go to an open house. That's been, dispelled at this point in time on August 13th. With the new rollout, the buyers do not have to sign the BRBC to view an open house. If the buyer's agent is showing a buyer at the open house, attending it together, they should already have that BRBC in place. If you're a listing agent and a random buyer wants to preview your listing, where you're serving the seller's best interest, and you don't have to have a buyer sign the BRBC unless you're going to represent them on that sale. If you host the open house for a listing agent, you are still there serving the seller's behalf as a sub-agent of that seller. If you're there as a host for buyer leads, which many of us are, and you don't have a working relationship with those leads, once you have that relationship and they want to see another home or talk about disclosures, that's when you're going in for that BRBC. So we'll get into it a little bit more and including that open house form on our Thursday session, along with anything else I can gather from Car Legal in the next few days. So that's it for today.
Beautiful. And you guys, make sure that you're tapping into our session on Thursday. It is a mastermind. It's a Q&A. It's a training. It is all those things. And so make sure that you're tapping in. It's a great way to stay up to date. Now, if you miss those sessions at 10 o'clock on Thursdays, those sessions also live in Fast Class. So you guys can go back and watch and hear what's being said in those sessions. Let's talk a little bit about attraction, because here's how cool each of you are. Each of you are so cool that people are asking you, well, how are you doing this? Or how are you so busy? Or how did you get so comfortable on social media? And you're talking to them about your experience. My hope obviously is in a very positive light. And what that leads to is people wanting to know more about what we actually offer. And so let me just give you guys the flow. If somebody says, you know what, I'm interested. For example, Yolanda and Amanda, you introduced us last week, Brianna. If somebody is thinking about, just considering us, put them in a group text with put me and them in a group text, or just send them my calendar. Once they're on my calendar, then I'll introduce them, share with them the benefits. If they go back to you and decide, you know what, I think that I want to do this, I want to join. Don't do the application with them. Just have them come back to me. I'll do the intake form, because we do an intake form as Fast Real Estate that notifies EXP, and then all their documents are activated, and then it puts them in the flow. And so make it super, super easy on them. We'll handle everything once they say, you know what, I think that this is the team that I want to be aligned with. So just to make sure that there's a smooth transition for them as we all grow together. Any questions about that? Let me know. I'm going to get into, I see Cynthia smiling. I'm going to get into our quick community contributions. I know that this is a time of year where we're still doing tons of events. You guys are attending events. There's tons of industry events that are happening. And as we get into the fall season, that is event season, and that is mastermind season. And so does anybody have any events that they're coming up that they'd like to talk about? I figured Cynthia would chime in, or something that they're hosting themselves. So let's go, Cynthia. You'll be up first. So let's hear from you. And hello, Beth Ann. Nice to see you as well. Let's go, Cynthia.
Guys. So I'm hosting Agency Efficiency on Thursday at the Brentwood office, and then next week in the Oakland office. And what this class is going to be is essentially teaching you how to properly manage your calendar, what systems to use, and how you can set up your business so that you're not flying by the seat of your pants, missing appointments, missing out on kids' soccer games, so that you can be fully present at each of those moments, because all your systems are in check. So I will post the link to sign up for this coming week. And for the Brentwood session, I think you just show up to Synergy. You just show up at the Brentwood office, and there you are. So I'll post it on the chat.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you. Looking forward to this. Anybody else have an event that they want to share, talk about while they have a moment? Go ahead and feel free to raise your hand.
Go
ahead, Chris.
NACA Homebuyer Workshop at San Joaquin Delta College, September 28th. That the SPIVs are spearheading 9 to 1 p.m. So NACA Workshop, September 28th. It's a great way for people that can't qualify due to credit or lack of down payment. This is character-based financing based on just their bank accounts and what they've been doing. So first-time home buyers that are lacking the credit, send them to the workshop, getting qualified, and there you go.
Beautiful, beautiful. I absolutely love that. Anybody else have any last-minute events that they want to talk about? Go ahead and take yourself off of mute now. Going once, going twice. All right, cool. We're going to move on. Let me fix something really quick on my back end here. And then, all right, cool. So let me refresh this, and then we are ready to go. All right, guys, let me share my screen, and then we will get right into production for the week. Perfect. Perfect. And here we go. All right, guys, here we're rolling. All right, so let's get right into the new escrows for the week. You guys were busy, like I said, no matter what, changing market. You guys continue to show up because that's what you do. You're just champions, and that's how you play. Deep Bledsoe got in contract and with Dan on a flex deal up in Sacramento. So congratulations. Dan is now away for I think 4 weeks. And he is doing a backpacking trip through Europe, which I am very, very envious of. But Deep Bledsoe, you're here. Talk to us about this deal. What was the scenario? What was the strategy? What worked? And talk to us about what you were experiencing. Let's go, Deep.
Good morning. I met this flex client in April, I believe, and showed him a few condos on 2 separate occasions. And he just wasn't sold on the area. Kind of disappeared on me, but I had him in Real Scout, so he was still looking at properties, and I could see that. So I would reach out every few weeks or so just to check his temperature. And on one of those temperature checks, he said that he wanted to consider Sacramento. And so I'm like, cool. I'm not going to Sacramento, but I have Dan out there. And yeah, I handed him off to Dan. And within like 2-3 weeks, he had him in contract on a condo. And since Dan is going away for a while, he handed him back off to me last night, and things are progressing quickly. Got appraisals, inspections, and yeah, everything happened really quickly with only being in contract like 5 days.
I love this.
But really awesome to do a partner deal with Dan. I've known Dan from a previous brokerage that we were at together.
Oh, you guys were at
now,
Kendrick before, huh?
yeah, we were at Kendrick
Wow.
together. And so
Okay.
to finally do this deal together, it really does bring it full circle. So it's cool.
I love it. I love it. And two things out of that. So leverage, right? That's the beauty of our team, you guys. You don't have to drive to Sacramento if you don't want to. I know, Peter partnered up with Chris on a listing up there. Leverage your team and also use Real Scout, use Real Scout, use Real Scout. Every single time that you meet a prospect, they should go and follow a boss and they should go into Real Scout. That should be the normal routine. So you know exactly what their patterns are. And so you can respond accordingly based on their behaviors and patterns. So really, really good stuff. Congratulations. Oh, Dan actually just chimed in. He is here. He's not on the plane yet. So thank you, Dan. I appreciate it. Let's go over to Christina and Samiri. This is actually their very first deal. Not Christina's first deal, but Samiri's first deal. So congratulations. I know you've been working tirelessly behind the scenes. Congratulations to you two. Let's hear from you guys on this deal. And congratulations to Lisette and Vernon getting in contract in Rio Vista. So Samiri, I think that you were on. Let's hear from you. I'm sure you're full with excitement and full of emotion right now. You want to talk about this deal? I thought I saw Samiri. Is she here? Going once, going twice. All right, cool. I thought I saw. Oh, she is here.
I'm not so sure if she's on a call, but I am. Totally.
What's up, Christina? Let's go.
Hey, so pretty much what happened is I met Samiri and her family about back in May, I believe it was. I helped her open a couple doors. And we kind of left it at that time. And she decided to come back out late July. And she was like, you know what? She was like, I think I want to bring you on. She was like, Modesto's your stomping grounds. So she was like, I think it would be a perfect fit. And yeah, we were able to lock it in for $459. They're going to get concessions. We have inspections today, so I'm hoping for a really clean report.
I love it. And Christina, talk to us a little bit about that market, because tons of us have people that are moving out that way. So what's that market like? What was the competition level? Talk to us about it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the competition, it has lowered. It has. But we were still competing against 2 other offers. We just were the ones that were able to go a little bit above list price and still, obviously ask for concessions. And the seller was happy because he was still able to net, what he wanted.
Wow, I love it. Spoken like a true professional. So congratulations to you. Congratulations to Samiri when you see this. Love it. Vernon, let's go over to you. You and Lisette got in contract in Rio Vista. Talk to us about this deal. Talk to us about the strategy and what worked.
Guys, this is evidence of the power of being a part of the Zillow Flex Buyer Program. This referral came from a client that we got through the Flex program that we converted. Went and told his friend about us and the experience that they had as us representing them to secure their transaction. So got the client approved through our lender. Lisette took them out to the Rio Vista market. First showings, we love the Rio Vista 55 plus community. They pay 4% commission and the lenders are freaking amazing. So she went, showed them the property. They fell in love with the community. wrote an offer right there on site, got the offer accepted as a new dev. We rolling.
I love this. I love this. I absolutely love it. So congratulations to you guys. Here's the thing. You said something that stood out to me, but most importantly, when you guys think about flex and you hear people on the team that are getting into contract on flex deals, that doesn't just come because you're a part of this team. Being on the flex program, that is earned, and you guys will not even get a green light or an opportunity to get on flex or be considered to get on flex unless you've completed your 30-day checklist and unless you've done your Spark Hire one-way buyer consultation interview. That is the gateway for you to be able to even receive access to company generated leads. So if you're dragging your feet or if you're not accomplishing those things on that checklist, then turn up the volume and make sure that you get those things done, because we want those opportunities. The better that the flex team does, the more leads that Flex or Zillow is giving us. So we're at a point now where we definitely need more agents because they're wanting to give us more leads, but we only want to take what we can actually handle. So you guys, that's the gateway. You have to do your 30-day checklist. You have to have production. You have to make sure that you do that buyer consultation. So make sure that you guys are not missing those steps, because it is super, super important to your guys' development. Let's continue on. Hane, aka Roxanne, got into contract in Richmond for $500,000. George Martinez got into contract twice, 560, 825. And Vanessa Vo got into contract in Manteca for 579,990. So congratulations to each of you. Vanessa, you're on the call today. I just typed in your name. I saw you there. So Vanessa, talk to us about this deal. What are you experiencing in that Manteca market? And let's hear from you.
Hey, good morning, guys. Moving around, so hopefully you guys can hear me. Manteca is where it's at. I mean, at some point it was Lathrop, but affordability could keep getting pushed out. This one is a new dev, and there's deals out there, guys. You just gotta ask. So this one was a quick move-in ready. It fell out of contract originally. Someone else had it, but lo and behold, you just go and based on the relationship with the builder's agent, it's funny because he used to work in Lathrop at the community that I live in. Then he moved around, and I've just caught him time and time again. And each time that I see him at a new community, we get into a deal. So, I mean, it's just relationship, and yeah, that's how we got into this one.
I absolutely love that. I would encourage you guys that, as you're looking, for homes, you're looking for affordability, I would make a day if you have consumers that are even considering this part of Northern California, just go take a tour. Do River Islands. If you need a guide, let me know. I'll be glad to show you where all the sales centers are here. Go over to Manteca. They built a new exit that is right next to the Great Wolf Lodge, and to the right of that, you have all this new construction and new development opportunities. So, you may have some consumers that are moving out here. For us, particularly here in Lathrop, I would say over 30% of the people that move here are coming from Fremont. They're coming from Hayward. They're coming from the Bay Area. A lot of them are tech workers. And so they're moving out here because of affordability, obviously the lakes, so on and so forth. So, know this area just to know it in case you do have a consumer that wants to move out here. So really great stuff. Congratulations to you, Vanessa. We're going to continue cruising on. Christian Gonzalez got into contract for 609 out in Antioch. Shout out to you. Darnell got into contract for 720,000. This is actually his very first deal. He's been showing up, creating content, and just had a baby girl. So congratulations to you, Darnell. Then Otis White got in contract in Vallejo for 860. So great job, everybody. I love to see everyone, our experienced agents, but also the newer agents getting into contract. I don't think either of these amazing humans are on. Let's see. No, they're not, but make sure to give them a shout out and congratulations to them when you see them. Ina got into contract up in Napa for 950, and Jeff and Ronnie, I think this was a flex deal. We forgot to put the banner there, but we'll make sure to do that. Congratulations to each of you. Let's see who's on. Let's see if Ina's here. And let's see if Ronnie's here. Okay. None of them are here. One point. What's that?
I'm here.
Who is that?
Jeff.
Jeff, oh, what's up? Okay, Zoom account. There you are.
My Zoom account won't sign me in.
It's all good. You're here, my man. Talk to us about this flex deal. Talk to us about what you're experiencing in this part of Oakland. Let's hear from you, my man. Great to see
This one was actually a referral from Liza. So she had got a referral in. me and Ronnie, at first she went to go look in San Francisco. So I was like, beautiful. We got a team. She was a little concerned. She was like, hey, have you done anything in San Francisco? I was like, well, the beautiful thing about the team that I've joined, we have sold and we have great agents out in San Francisco. Me and Ronnie had built great rapport before, like working together. So I was like, hey, Ronnie, can you tap in with me? And he was like, yeah, perfect. We went out and toured a house. And so we saw the first one. They liked it. It just wasn't what they were really looking for. And then they had to take a couple months off. And so it was just one of those things where that's where the rates were. That's where life was. We just kept tapping in. Hey, how's everything going? Instagram is a great way to engage in you're always thinking outside the box of like, how can I engage with someone and stay top of mind without sending the, hey, what's up? How are you doing? I would send fire emojis. Oh, that's so cool. The dog, I would interact with about the dog with their stories. So it just kept us top of mind. And then they decided to go out to Oakland. We toured one property. They thought they were going to love that property. They loved the second property. And then it was cool because once again, I got to say, hey, our team is just how we are. Like, this is what we do. The other person on this side is on our team. So it was Pam Spivey's listing. So I was able to say, hey, you know what? We can get some great information. We figured out the number that they needed and what they wanted to lock down. Beautiful house. We just got our appraisal in. Everything's rolling good. So it's just a beautiful, like, full circle moment of like always being realistic about like what this team offers. It offers so much opportunity in so many different ways. This whole thing was put together by having the team stamp all the way through.
Let's go. Let's go. I appreciate that. Definitely leverage the relationships that we have built, that you have built in this real estate community. And there's no other team like ours. There's no other team that collaborates like us. And so really great stuff, Jeff. Appreciate it. And Ronnie, huge shout out to you as well. Let's continue cruising on. Cynthia got into contract in Livermore for $990,000. She's here. Her camera's on. She is front and left center, or left for me. Let's go, Cynthia. Let's talk to us about this deal. What worked? What was the strategy? And talk us.
Livermore. I'm like scrambling my head going, I did get into contract. Yeah, they canceled within.
Congratulations. Oh, shoot.
Thanks. They canceled within 10 hours, but it is a good story to share. So we went over asking price. Seller came back to us and said that they wanted 1.1, and my buyer stood firm on 990. And the seller took it because I was going back and forth with the agent all day being like, well, this needs fixed, this needs fixed, this needs fixed. And so I was able to negotiate it for them, but then the buyer got cold feet. And that's the third time that they've gotten cold feet and they won't sign a buyer broker agreement. So I am releasing them and welcoming in 10 more clients behind them.
Let that butterfly go. Let that butterfly go. But also, this is a reason why it's important for you guys to tap in with Cynthia. Go to sessions like Agent Efficiency, because I think what Cynthia has done very well over the course of the last 5 years, and since we've known her on this team, is that she's built very healthy boundaries. Any relationship that you have, personal or professional, it grows based off the boundaries that you set for that relationship. And if it does not have boundaries, then people are going to pull you in all different directions. So really proud of all of your accomplishments. And this goes back to what's tried and true to you, setting healthy boundaries, because it affects you and your life and, you know, your mental state. And so absolutely love that. Congrats to you. And hopefully they find who's best suited to work with them and deal with their indecisiveness. Congratulations. All right, let's go, Kuhn. Kuhn, you're up next, my man. $2,085,000 flex deal, Oakland. My man, talk to us about this. I love seeing that price point. Let's hear from you, Kuhn.
Yes, sir. This one is crazy. I met them last week. We're closing Thursday. All cash.
Woo!
Negotiated with the sellers. They were kind of hard-headed, but at the $2,085,000, still a pretty good deal. There's a comparable for 2.1. So, you know, the sellers wanted to get close to that, and I was trying to save my buyers as much as possible. We started at 1.75.
Woo!
And it was just like they wouldn't budge, and it was only on the market for like 4 days. So that clients loved the property. It was like, we need this. I'm like, all right, let me get to work and see how much I could save you guys. But they were willing to, you know, spend that amount, and I was just trying to save them as much money. So we did like 3 counters back to back, and finally got them to a point where they agreed to do everything. And we had a walkthrough yesterday. They touching up, fixing everything. Those are good investors. I never met an investor that would do that for some buyers, because the investors I met before, they was like, "Oh, are you taking it as is? We ain't doing nothing else for you." And we walked through it with their contractor yesterday, taped everything within the house that they want to fix. And we're gonna go back, do another final walkthrough again to see what it is after the staging is removed. And yeah, closing Thursday.
Man, I absolutely love this. And I know that this was a flex deal, but for the people that don't know, where is most of your business coming from right now?
I mean, right now it's just kind of uh everywhere, really. I mean, everything has started kicking in, you know. I started I'm almost at 2 years now, and everything is just reflecting upon, like, you know, all the work I've been putting in throughout the whole year, and almost, you know, more than a year and a half in the game now. It just, you know, consistently putting in work, meeting new people, putting myself out there, being top of mind and everything, and everything is paying off.
I love it. I love it.
I'm trying to catch up to that man right there. So
He said he's not going to let you. He said he's not going to let you. So I love the fire, man. Congrats to you. Great price point. Appreciate all of the, you know, insights on this deal. Let's continue cruising on. We have another first timer. Eunice got into contract up in Sacramento on his listing, and Delaney got into contract for 450,000. So congratulations to you both. You are not on the call, but shout out to the Sacramento market. Cyrus and Sunny got into contract in Oakland for 450 on their listing. I think I saw Sunny here. No, I think I saw Cyrus's name here. It's all good. Congratulations, gentlemen. And let's keep cruising on. Once again, Roxanne got into contract. Otis and Ina got into contract in San Pablo. Congratulations. Also, huge congratulations to Roxanne. She manifested getting a high-rise condo in Miami, and that all came into fruition a couple weeks ago. And so when we all grow up, we want to have a portfolio stack like Roxanne. So congratulations to you. All right, continuing cruising on. Peter and Dewey got in a contract in San Leandro for 560, and Carlos got in a contract for 615. Congratulations to you, Carlos, also on bringing in a new little baby girl to the world. So let's see if either of these gentlemen are on. I don't know. All right, Dewey's on. I didn't see him in the Oakland office, but Dewey, talk to us about this deal, my man. San Leandro, what were you guys experiencing? Was it competitive? Talk to us about the strategy. Let's go.
That will step away from Peter.
Okay.
We're 2 team meetings at the same time because we have the other lending side too.
Is that the office?
No, I'm at the office. Yeah. No, I'm at Peter's house.
No, your virtual background.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the one that we did with George. I don't know if you talked earlier. We were in contract with Michael Sayaj last week. That fell apart because we couldn't come to terms. Now we're in contract with George. We'll see if it sticks. It is a fixture in San Leandro. We literally got the listing signed, put it out into the group, and within like hours, we had 2 offers in our inbox. And so this was the backup offer. But counting down the days until we could either cancel on them or remove the contingency and move forward.
That's right. Well, congratulations to you. Tell Peter we said congratulations as well. Job well done. All right, guys, continue cruising on. We have another first timer on the board. It looks like it's pronounced Kevin, but it's not. It's Kevin. Kevin, Vanessa, and Michael got into contract on their listing in Manteca. Vanessa, I know that you spoke earlier, but I don't see Kevin and Michael here. You want to talk to us about this listing? Talk to us about how long it was on the market and the challenges that you guys faced.
Oh, yeah. Happy to talk about this one. We were on market about a little bit over 60 days. We came on the end of May, which I'd say it was a good time. Seller's expectation, at some point, this neighborhood was getting something of this size. It's a 5-bedroom, potentially 6-bedroom, 3.5 bath. Something like this would have went for right around $750. There was even a comp about $775 at some point. So seller kind of was expecting right around there, but as time went on, we're sitting on the market. We got one offer. First offer came in first weekend. It came at 7-11. Seller was like, nope, this is too low. I know our home can get better. But as every week that went by, we then comped, we, just kind of educate her. We do not ever argue with data. Data is just going to tell us what it is. I mean, as much as our sentimental values are what our beliefs are, it doesn't beat the data. So as time went on, we got another offer, super low, and that offer lingered around. The buyer was really interested in this house. So he actually came back so we dropped it from 739 down to 715. When we dropped it, he was like, okay, well, I'm going to come up, and literally came up to where we dropped it to. And after, conversation after conversation, our seller was like, you know what? Alrighty, so let's move forward. At the same time, she does need to still buy. So once she saw, how the market was doing, she went and looked at a new build home that she was interested in and saw that also drop. So that led her to understand, okay, well, I think this is pretty much, where it's going to end at. And so we were able to get into contract. What also helped us on this one, got into contract right around the corner for a same similar size home with a pool, a little bit more yard. Granted, our listing had more bedrooms, but the house that my buyers got, it was with the pool with a bigger lot. We got in at 720, and it did barely appraise at 720. So with that intel, we were able to bring it back to our sellers on this side, right around the corner, and she was like, you know what? Yeah, I feel comfortable.
We lost you right at the end there, Vanessa.
Yeah.
We lost you
Can you
right.
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, sorry. So yeah, I brought with that little bit of information after appraisal. I shared with her, hey, this is the house around the corner, bigger lot with the pool, fully renovated. Which our listing it's still original, still a beautiful home, but everything's original. Didn't do much work. But yeah, with that intel, she was able to feel confident to move forward and accept the offer at this 715.
I absolutely love it.
Thank you.
And I think too, like the ability for Kevin to be able to work with you. I think that you're his official sponsor in EXP, but be able to work with you as well as Michael, to learn from two people that have been in the game for some time now. That's really exciting for him. So congratulations to all three of you guys. Job well done, and way to hang in there for the long fight. Chris and Sophia got in a contract up in Elk Grove for $830,000. So congratulations to you two. I see them both on the line, and then Samantha Benz got in a contract. So Sam, don't go too far, because this is actually Sam's first listing with us and first time on the board. So I'm really excited for you. So Chris or Sophia, which one of you want to represent for your dynamic duo? Talk to us about this Elk Grove deal. Go ahead, Sophia. Your dad nominated you.
Okay, so this was a referral from one of our past clients. We helped sell their house about a year ago in Fair Oaks. They had a bad experience with their past agent. They chose a kind of like a discount agent. They ended up getting no offers on their property, and they ended up losing their replacement home that they're in contract for.
Whoa.
So, we came in, had to earn their trust. They're, a little skeptical about a lot of things, but everything ended up working out. We originally listed at $799. We got an offer 10K below list, which kind of scared them. So they actually asked us to raise it from $799 to $830. So we were hesitant to do it, but ultimately we did what they wanted, and luckily we got exactly that number. So we're super happy for them. Now we're just looking for the replacement property. We were doing all the pre-listing prep. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm getting a call. We've started the pre-listing prep like about a year ago, and at first they were thinking we want to identify the replacement property first, but they just didn't want to miss out on the opportunity, like a good time to sell being now. So they decided to list the home, and now we're in contract, and they might have to rent. We got seller rent back from the buyers, but it's all going to work out in the end. We're super happy for them.
You know, I love this, and I think that it's important to store stories like this to use as third-party stories when you're talking with your consumers about, oh, well, we're going to go with Johnny and he'll do it for 1%. Well, let me tell you a horror story about one of our team members that dealt with a client that worked with a discount broker, and here's what we were able to do different. Because the average agent will do that. Here's what we do differently, and you guys displayed that, and job well done. So congrats to you, congrats to Chris. Happy for your client that they're going to finally find that new replacement property as well. Samantha Benz, I know you're doing a little bit of traveling last week. I don't know if you're back home, but Samantha, congratulations on your very first contract as a Team Fast agent. So I'd love to hear from you, Samantha Benz. Go ahead and take the mic. Talk to us about this and how you feeling, how you doing. Let's go.
Thank you. I'm still out of town till tonight, but no, this one was nostalgic for me because it was my family member's condo. My aunt's mom bought it in 1979 or 1983 and the family's owned it for 40 years. And I actually used to nanny my aunt's granddaughter in this condo. So it was really nostalgic for me to be able to list it. We had it on the market for 8 days and it's already, in contract. So it got a lot of great feedback on the staging. It's in a great location of San Mateo, and our sellers were happy with the price point. So it was really smooth. It feels too good to be true. So I'm kind of scared for what's next because this was way too seamless. So
Samantha, how many offers did you get on that property?
we got one offer. We were kind of sweating a couple days before, but there was one agent that was really communicative, and a lot of the people that came, we had 23 groups come through Saturday, Sunday, but it was really just a tease. One realtor was really the only serious one. So we were grateful for that because you only have to sell it to one person. So everyone was happy all around. So yeah.
That's right. Well, congratulations. Are you visiting family right now?
I am. My family is all on the East Coast and Florida. So I'm in DC for my sister's 30th birthday, but leaving tonight.
Cool. Very cool. Well, I'm sure they're super, super proud of you. Congratulations. And what a great way to come back to, a deal and contracts. So great job. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, let's go over to Pam and Michael Spivey. They got in a contract for $975,000. So congratulations. I don't know if Michael is on. Let me see. I do see Pam. Pam, do you want to say a little something about this deal?
So basically, it's the same with Jeff. I mean, it's the pending with Jeff, the one he already kind of spoke about. So we were able to put together. So that's pretty much it for that one. He already told the story.
I love you guys working together. And so congratulations to you. Congratulations to Michael. Make sure that you extend that to him on our behalf. And then do you have another NACA event coming up?
Yes.
And when is that?
Yeah. September 28th. And our goal is to have 400 to 500 people at that event. So we'll tell you more as we're kind of, getting things going. But yeah, this will be the largest in Delta College in Stockton.
I love it. I love it. Well, congratulations. Congratulations on the growth of what you guys have been able to do here in Northern California for NACA. It's been incredible to watch that evolution. So congratulations. All right, guys. Next up, Sonny got in the contract for 1.3 in Oakland. Congratulations, Sonny. He's not on the line today, but congratulations, Sonny. And then this is our snapshot for this past week. And I want this to resonate for a moment. I know that we talk about this. We've talked about this for now going on 5 years. We do our weekly update, but 26 new escrows, $19 million in pending volume. Just the other day, we had 109 pending transactions as a company, and right around, what was the number? It was it 63 or $83 million in pending volume? But here's the point, you guys. There's people out there that are unwilling to do the work. They're struggling. They're running frantically because they don't understand what's happening with the settlement, because they're not reading, they're not slowing down, they're not trying to really unpack what this means and then how to communicate it. And what you guys are doing, you're showing that no matter what, you guys are still going to lead the charge. And so when we share this with you guys, it's not only to tell you you're doing an amazing job, but this is to give hope to other people to say, you know what? I want to be aligned with a company that is doing this level of production. So Kenny, anything you want to say on this slide, or should we continue on? I know that you've been super, super active on your stories lately about this particular.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of momentum in the market, so it's, you know, just get out there and work. There's optimism. Let the buyers know it's a good time to strike. Listings are sitting, and you can get a good deal. Ours, yeah. So it's everyone. If people are cycling around, they're losing opportunity. Who knows how long this window will stay open of this? I think easier deals as more agents come in and realize that things are moving. And then with the rates and this commission thing, it's gonna really shake it. I don't know what the market's gonna look like a couple months out. It's gonna really, really shake up a lot of things. So I feel like every time there's uncertainty, there's opportunity. It's just how you look at the market.
Totally. And I think that we have amazing momentum going into this, you guys. And so make sure that you're doing your part. Make sure that you're attending the workshops. Make sure that you're attending the sessions, that you're reading, that you're printing out all the new documentation, that you're paraphrasing it, and you understand how to put the message across to a consumer. That's our responsibility, you guys. So congratulations. Kenny said it yesterday, and I 100% echo it. We are peaking as a company right now, and I don't even think that we've reached the summit. So great job, you guys. Congratulations to all the people that have contributed to the success. We've got a couple things that we want to share with you. Molly, did you want to talk about this? And we want to give a huge shout out to Cynthia. Cynthia really created one of the best buyer presentation, informational high notes that I've seen, and the way it's put together, what it covers, I think it's really, really well done. Molly, you want to share this with them, how you created this as a template for everybody else and how they should make their personal touches on it?
Yeah. Oh, you can leave that screen back up.
Let's go.
So kudos. Thank you so much, Cynthia. She put together a very powerful high note. So this is available in your high note accounts under templates. You would click it, you would say yes, you want to use it. It's going to duplicate everything. Caution when using this is as an agent. Cynthia has really great information stacked within this presentation. Some of the forms you might be familiar with, some of them you may not. Some you may need, some you may not. Again, use your own individual discretion. Definitely do your high note. When you copy anything, be it this or anything from high note or the templates we provide, always make sure that you double check the links or the PDFs. So even in this example here, she has these forms. However, these may be forms that are set up in her zip form. So at the bottom, like the rest of them, it would have her information. So again, it's just good practice for you. Go into zip forms, be familiar. What is this? Upload your own, but it's really, really, okay, let me stop saying really. It's a well thought out and put together and built high note. So it's available in templates. Cynthia, I don't know if you just want to highlight quickly your version and how you use it, whether it's before meeting a client, after, if you want to add any tips or tricks to this. But again, guys, do your homework when you're copying any template. Make sure that the links revert back to you. She has like a Calendly in there. So when you're copying it, it's going to literally duplicate everything, PDFs and links in there. You're going to have to put in a little bit of elbow grease, but otherwise Cynthia's already thought it out for you. She's already stacked it. Cynthia, I'll turn it over to you.
Yeah, and really quick before we go to Cynthia, so I would definitely, look at the cover photo. Look at all of the photos that she's using. This is very on brand for Cynthia. This might not be on brand for you. You want to make sure that you're changing this. You want to make sure that all of the routes that where all these go, like Molly was saying, that they actually go to your forms and that nothing is missing. So you can't duplicate this, but you're going to want to make this personal based on your brand, your color pattern, so on and so forth. So make sure you do that before you send this out to any consumer. Cynthia, anything that you want to share before we move on from this?
I think it's just important that we, I made this on the couch watching Grey's Anatomy, probably a half glass of wine in, it's easy. It's so fun. It's so easy to make, and our consumers need it. But what I'm doing, how I'm delivering this to clients is they first get a text message saying, hey, summarizing, hey, new laws, we need to chat. Here's your new website I created for you. Make sure to book an appointment with me before the 17th. That's touch number one. Touch number two is an email saying, hey, in case you didn't see my message, don't forget about this. The third email is capital letters urgent. Respond by 8/17. So we need to really, really, really show folks that we're not messing around. Like, we have to have this signed, right? And so showing them what we're going to be signing is important. And then Kenny said something at our Inman Mastermind. He was like, don't send this to them afterwards and wait. Have them fill it out with you on the Zoom consultation. And it took me 30 minutes because I'm having them also sign the BFPI because I want to make sure, can they actually afford to pay my 2.5% if we get into contract? So I actually asked for proof of funds too at that meeting. And are you already pre-approved? Great. If you have that pre-approval and it's not a lender I sent you, go ahead and send me that with your proof of funds too. So there's no playing around. This is a commissions-based business. So we have to make sure we're getting paid at the end of the day, right?
Totally. Yeah, and I
More
love
comment on the commission.
Right.
Like, there's no reason you can't go higher too. I mean, you can go anywhere you want. An example with 3%, and they say they have any objection, then go lower from that. We talked to an agent on our team that has signed a couple in the last month, and she's starting off higher. So like, that actually makes a lot of sense. Go high, and
Yes.
like, it's either yes, no, then you go down.
Yeah, and I think that introducing this into your buyer's consultation and literally,
Sorry, well, I mean, with that said, it's because you're not competing as much as on the listing side. Listing side, they're going to interview with a couple more. Buyer side, they're likely going to work with you. They're not less likely.
you muted yourself on accident.
Oh, very likely to interview more people.
Yeah, so you guys, we've made some adjustments to the buyer's consultation. Those things are in the works. So in the next week or so, be on the lookout. There's going to be some adjustments to this, but I do like that flow, Cynthia, of putting it into the presentation, sending it via DocuSign, walking them through, and like, that's where you sign. This is what it means. Wonderful. Any other questions? Awesome. Let's move forward. It's just part of the flow. This is a non-negotiable, and this is going to protect you and how you get paid. And so really good stuff. Thank you for creating this. You guys make sure to make your own copy, doctor this up, make it your own, make it fit your own style and your own brand. Before we go on to the next section, we have a story of the week, but it's going to be a little different. We want to say thank you to all these people on the screen that have helped us grow, that have introduced people into our environment. So thank you guys for helping us grow this amazing company. And we appreciate you guys spreading the gospel of Team Fast. Now, moving on up, we have decided not to do a story of the week, and we are just going to make this person our story of the week per se. We just want to congratulate you, Kelly. Kelly is a mom. Kelly is an aspiring entrepreneur, just like every one of you, but she has just shown up. She comes to coaching 3 times a week. She asks for help. She's out there doing events. She's buying coffee for people. She's going to lunches with people, and she's just making it happen for herself. And so I want to say a huge congratulations to you. You have moved up. You are officially now out of the advisor-advisee agreement, and you have officially gotten a raise on your commission. So wanted to turn the mic over to you, Kelly. Kelly, anything you would like to say? Kelly,
thank you.
Oh, there she is.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for doing your job. I don't think Kelly can talk. Can you talk or no?
That just made me emotional, so thank you.
Well, we appreciate it. And what part of it makes you emotional, knowing that you've done all this hard work and it's coming full? Like, what part of it makes you emotional, if you can share?
No one needs to be appreciated for that, and you guys do, so thank you.
Well, we believe that everyone needs to be appreciated for that. That's a big milestone, because you go from being a brand new agent, learning, grinding, having an advisor that's there walking you through the documents. Now, this is like a rite of passage, but also with that rite of passage comes an elevation in the amount of money that you're going to make for you and your family. So we appreciate you, Kelly. Kelly, job well done. Thank you for always leading the board on the home tracker. You have been at 2 of the last Hustlers Lunch, and based on your stats, I don't see any reason why you will not be at the next one. So congratulations.
I gotta say, so fast. This is a fast graduation. So amazing work there.
Right?
Thank you. I work really hard, so I'm gonna keep going.
Well, we see it. We see it. And the next step for you is that all these Hustlers Lunch that you've earned will get you a spot at that top producer dinner. And that's usually how it goes. So congratulations, Kelly. Appreciate you. All right, guys, looking ahead, we got a few events that we want to talk about, but we wanted to say a happy work anniversary to all these beautiful people. Thank you for choosing us. There's many other options out there, but we are grateful that you choose us to make this your home and to grow your skills. And we just appreciate you. So thank you for being here, being aligned with us, and being on this amazing journey with us. Once again, we've talked about this. Tap into our session on Thursdays. These have been really, really powerful. We're all learning together. There is gray area. We're figuring stuff out as we go, but I promise you, you will walk out of this room with one thing that you can apply in your business. A couple other things we've already mentioned, this agent efficiency. This is going down in Brentwood this week, so make sure that you are there. Kenny and I are doing our branding workshop. You've heard the theme recently. We've talked about it for years now, building your own personal brand. We really dove into that in our Inman debrief last week for our exclusive mastermind, but we're going to do a branding only workshop. And this is going to be in our Hayward office on the 22nd, 11 to 1 o'clock. Make sure that you tap in. If you want to bring a friend, bring a friend. This is going to be something that we're going to take you on a whole journey of what this looks like, how to do this, give you tips, advice, and make sure to answer any questions about building a brand. Now, last but not least, it's still playing. Let me go here. Oh, geez, I forgot to talk to you about this. In regards to our Thursday sessions, on Thursday, the 29th, Jean Shrem will be our featured guest. If you know anything about her, she is absolutely amazing when it comes to the legal side of our business. This is literally our industry representative. So I'm excited to have Jean come and represent for us on Thursday. Headshot Day. You guys, you have headshot days on the 29th and Friday, August 30th. You will see that link. Make sure to reach out to Patrick. Here's the cool thing about this, you guys. If you're brand new on this team and you've never taken headshots, or if you have an older headshot, come in and get new headshots that express you in different emotions. Maybe you're pointing at something. Maybe you're pointing down to something. Maybe you're sharing something. It can be used in so many different ways for your marketing. So make sure to get yourself into headshots and make sure that you get that on your calendar. Tomorrow's a very, very big opportunity for all of us. For our guests for Keep It Moving group coaching, we have our very own Kendall Bonner. Kendall Bonner is the Vice President of Industry Relations for Real Estate for EXP Realty. What's cool about Kendall is that she came from the trenches. She was a team leader. She was an agent. She is an actual lawyer. And the way that she delivers the information about the settlement is absolutely next level. We've sat through tons of presentations, tons of masterminds. And since we've been going through this, she is somebody that I've truly resonated with. So we're bringing her to you guys. And we want to let you know that if you want to bring a guest, I posted this on my social. Feel free to share that reel with anybody at any other brokerage, other EXP agents that you know that are not aligned with us. I want to make sure to pack the house. This is going to be a powerful session. And I promise you, the timing couldn't be better. The timing could not be better. So be there, take some notes, and we're going to stay on a half an hour later. So the session goes from 8:30 to 9:30. We're going to stay on a half an hour later, and she is going to do a full half an hour of Q&A. So you guys, I cannot encourage you enough to make sure that you are in this room tomorrow, 8:30 to 9:30. So hopefully I'll see you there. Once again, last but not least, our fast trends. If you're not using this, please do get the audio, get the ideas, get the hooks, all the things that this document will help you understand about your social media and get out there and just start creating. You guys, that is everything on our end. Once again, you are peaking. You are showing the industry that no matter what, we're going to always find a way to win. So continue to lean to one another, to continue to collaborate and continue to learn and apply the things that you're learning. And that's what's going to separate us. So we appreciate you guys for everything that you do. Does anybody else have anything before we close out our sesh? Going once, going twice. All right, cool. Well, welcome to our new agents. Congratulations to all of your success. If you need anything, you know where to find me, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Be you, but fast. Peace.
Bye, guys.